Okay, give me 1 second here. Let's go ahead and bring it on over. Hey everyone, spideylibrarian here, and as you guys know, those of you that are here right now, the few, the great, the cool kids, if I may, we are going to be watching the finale of Star Wars: The Acolyte in just a few minutes here. So this show started what in was it early June, I think? I'm gonna be doing about one episode a week, aside from like the 2 episode premiere. And I've enjoyed this. I've enjoyed this show. I have heard a lot of people railing against it online. I'm not going to pretend to understand those people. They are welcome to their opinions. That is a-okay. I, for my part, have really enjoyed this story. I was especially kind of flabbergasted by the last episode, and I don't know. I'm looking forward to seeing more here. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Let me just go ahead and say hello to everyone in the chat who is here. I see House of X. Good to see you, my friend. And then KG is here. Good to see you as well. So, and you guys have been around for, I mean, at least the last couple of episodes, just chatting with me about this show, about Star Wars in general, and even a little bit about the channel as well. And you know, I've definitely enjoyed all of the conversations and the perspectives and everything. And I think that is it's a nice little habit that I would like to continue to kind of nurture and encourage, where people show up, we watch the shows together. You guys comment on whatever scenes you think are the most interesting. Let me know what you're thinking. But I mean, let's talk about them beforehand. Let's talk about things afterwards. I'm sure we're all going to have things to say about what just happened in this last episode. Now, I know that it premiered like right about an hour and 12 minutes ago. That's when Disney Plus released it. And that's fine. One of the reasons that I wait an hour to do this is because I want to give any of you who just want to watch the show fresh, without me commenting on it, without having to follow along with me. Like, I want to give you guys a chance to watch it, you know, form your own opinions. That's great. I encourage that. And then, you know, if you want to watch it again, here I am. You know, you can just fire it up again, and you can watch, you know, your favorite Spider-Man / librarian inspired YouTuber to react to them as well. So, but I will say that this show has definitely been a it's been an interesting journey. Hasn't always been a fun journey in the sense that it's not always you know. Let's just talk about the Jedi Order here for a second, okay? The Jedi Order, at least as far as the movies have been concerned, at least up until the sequel trilogy, has been kind of this. It's had a very it's had a very bright halo. You know, they have been the protectors of peace in the galaxy, and they were all very noble, and they only they only fought when they had to, type of things, and that's all fine and dandy. But over here, while these Jedi are noble, sometimes noble actions lead to bad outcomes, and then you have to decide what to do about those bad outcomes. So it's like, this is something that is not necessarily fun to hear, but it's also something that is. I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting to see that the Jedi Order, even though they aspire to be these great heroes, that they're kind of regular joes in a certain sense of the word. They screw up, they make mistakes. There are certain Jedi who have very noble intentions and also very high and noble opinions about themselves and their abilities. So those kinds of mistakes can lead to they can lead to bad outcomes, and so that can put a bit of a black eye on what has traditionally been a very well regarded uh, institution in the Star Wars mythology. And that's all fine and dandy. Um, I like that. I like that. It doesn't have to be fun to be good. Just go watch The Dark Knight. That's a good movie. That's a really good movie. I would not call it a fun movie at all. you know. So, all right, Kay says that, like everyone, they were easily corrupted when they got wrapped up in politics. Yep, stay out of politics seems to be the guiding principle here. The order as a whole is good, but when it comes down to individuals, people get complicated. Yes, and I like that message. I think that message is a valuable one. I think that is a message that really kind of applies to life in general and not just to Star Wars. It's you can there are I don't want to get too political here. I have certain friends who they live by a certain slogan with regard to uh, policemen. All right, it is a none too favorable opinion of cops, policemen, whatever you want to call them. And the thing is, like, I understand why they might feel that way. I also don't necessarily feel that way. I feel like, yes, especially in the last decade, police in general have taken some pretty public PR black eyes. And that's, um, it's been caught on camera. I'm not denying any of that. I'm not sure that I believe all cops are like that, though. I like to think that there are good individuals. And so, kind of a similar thing going on here. I mean, it's a very loose equivocation here. I'm just going to say that. So please don't come at me if I've offended anyone who, like, has cops in their family or something. That's not the intention here. What I'm basically saying, though, is that organizations can have a particular reputation, but the individuals within those organizations can have a pretty outsized effect on that organizational reputation as well as their own through their actions. So, and that's true, and that's what I think the Acolyte has shown us so far, at least with regards to the Star Wars universe. So, anyways, um, I need to make a couple of changes. I need to plug in my headphones and make sure that the sound is not. What the heck? Oh, Okay, sorry. Um, Need to make sure that you guys are not going to be able to hear the sound, so I'm going to do that right now. There we go. Okay. And let's see. They're dealing in absolutes. Not all cops are bad. Well, I mean, I can understand. I can understand the sentiment. Um, in my line of work, uh, I have a lot of women coworkers, and as women, some of those coworkers deal with a whole lot of let's just say unwanted attention. Most of it coming from, well, men. And one of my coworkers once pulled me aside and basically said, no offense to you personally, but why are men? Thing is, I didn't get offended at all because I know that they weren't talking about me, even though they said just men, like in general. Some people would think, that means all men. Well, not necessarily. It's just that, at the moment they're upset. They need to, they're in their feelings. They need to get those emotions out. And they're not necessarily thinking about the little details. So, yeah, I get it. So, all right. So let me just do a quick. I'm gonna go ahead and queue up the episode. Let me just make sure that the desktop audio is off. I'm gonna go ahead and queue it up, and hopefully you guys are not gonna hear it. You should hear, or you shouldn't hear that little Disney Plus, thing that they do right before a new episode. So let me go ahead and do that. Okay, well, slightly different, but okay. All right. Let's see. We got like a 42, 43-minute episode going into this, so this is going to be quite the little bit. Um to those of you that are here, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you just coming and hanging out with me and hopefully watching the show along with me, or at the very least, watching my face as I react to the show. I appreciate it very much. If you wouldn't mind, go ahead and thwip the like button. It really helps me out, and I always appreciate it. And before we get started, as you guys hopefully know, I'm going to do that thing where I assume I'm going to eventually make a reaction video out of this. And so I'm going to do kind of an intro, talk a little bit about the lead up to the episode, and then we'll go ahead and get started in just a moment. Okay? So if anyone has anything they want to talk about, feel free to, say what you're feeling in the chat. Let me know. I will usually ignore the chat during the show, but put it in there anyways. If you want me to see it, I will come back and take a look at it afterwards. And might even be able to discuss it. So, all right. And I am munching on grapes occasionally, so can't help it. I like grapes. Leave me alone. And for anyone who wonders what I am drinking, it's literally just water out of my little Spider-Man thing where the arm recently snapped. So I'm sad about that. Yes. Friends don't let friends drink and stream. Just so you guys know. So all right. Anyways, I think I'm ready to get started. Hopefully you guys are as well. So let's go ahead and get her going. All right. Okay. Here we go. Hey everyone, spideylibrarian here, and welcome to our watch along and reaction to Star Wars The Acolyte, Season 1, Episode 8, the finale. So during the last episode, it was another flashback, and we got to see more of what happened on Brendok that fateful night. what the Jedi were doing. I'll be perfectly honest. I thought the Jedi were going to be a bit more sinister than they ended up being, and while they ended up making some pretty big mistakes, they all kind of came from a noble place. They all came from a place of I'm trying to do right by this person or these people. And, we also, I suppose if the most petty Jedi was probably Torben, who he was tired of camping. I get it. He wanted to go home. And the Coven leader took advantage of that. Like, let's be perfectly honest about that. However, everybody's intentions from the Jedi to the Force Witches, no one was necessarily like trying to be evil. They were trying to protect what they saw as theirs to protect. They were trying to do what they thought was right. And so we have a series of just tragic misunderstandings that lead to a conflict at one of the worst possible times. A fire gets started. We saw that May did indeed start the fire, but when she actually, like, when she lit the book on fire, it was more of a, oh God, what have I done? How do I put this out? And so it wasn't her just being an evil little, you know. So, but we've got everything set up. We've still got some questions left. But we're gonna see more about what like now that we know most of what has gone on that night. Now we're gonna see how all of that information comes into play for this final episode where everything is gonna come together. I hope we see more space, Jason. I hope we see what actually ends up coming of the girls. Is one gonna have are they both gonna have to live in, like, if one dies, is the other gonna have to die? I don't know. That whole splitting one consciousness into two bodies thing is really weird to me. So it's like a Harry Potter and Voldemort kind of thing. So um hold on one moment. I've got a cat who is trying to she's trying to traverse trouble. Do you want to go out, sweetie? Do you want to go out? Is that what's going on? Huh? She's being very, very lovable right now. Do you want me to let you out? Yeah, I could let you out. Or if you want to come over here, then you can travel across here, but you need to be very quick about it. Okay? All right. I can't have you mugging for attention right now. Daddy's about to watch a show. Yeah, Daddy's about to watch a show. God, I love you. I love you so much. All right. Come here, baby. Come on. Come on. You want to come over here? Come on. Come on. I'm going to let you walk across this time, okay? There you go. Okay. Are you all right? Are you good? No, you can't come back on here. You cannot come back on here. No, no, no. Dad loves you, but not that much. Just kidding. Okay. All right. She's like trying to decide if she wants to lay down. Okay. Hi. Hi. You're artificially lengthening Dad's broadcast. You know that, right? All right. I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna do my best to ignore her while we get started. Okay. In any case, I have really been looking forward to this episode, and so I cannot wait to get started. So let's go ahead and do that. All right. Okay, here we go. Star Wars The Acolyte, Season 1, Episode 8. I don't see a title on this episode. There's no title. Okay, all right, well, whatever. All right. Anyways, season 1, episode 8. Here we go. Okay. That's a good question that has not been answered. Yeah, that's a big assumption. I still don't understand why he stabbed her. So, yeah, who is Vernestra? Like, why is she here? I really like Amanda Stenberg, in my opinion, has proven that she's a pretty darn good actress, being able to take on these two parts and just do them so differently. Very, I don't want to say flawlessly, but pretty damn good. And what'd you bring with you? Somehow I missed that quote from before. All right, here we go. Okay. She is wearing it. Hello, Space Jason. What the hey? What the hey is going on here? I mean, he clearly didn't anticipate that. Oh, like what the heck just happened here? So she had some kind of a vision. Okay, well, we're having a real Luke and Yoda moment here. Well, that's petty. She's trying to work her way out. Prove that there's a virgins on the planet? I mean, she watched him stick the lightsaber in her mother. I mean, she's asking good questions. Oh man. I mean, they kind of are. What? I'm sorry, but Jedi Masters in the show are way too easy to overtake. Like, if I have one little criticism about this show, that's it. Where in the hell? Where do you think you're going? Oh, so there's heaven and hell? Well, I mean, Han has said, "See you in hell," so just happens to have a fully functional escape ship on it. Okay, I mean, sure, whatever. I mean, at least it doesn't have that, I guess. Really, the rings are perfectly aligned in two sheets like that. I'm just gonna barrel in and push through. I wonder how much damage he is doing to that ship. Why? What is he doing? Is he trying a tractor beam? Oh, stop talking to Pip like you care about him. You wiped his memory and he doesn't even belong to you. Okay, so we're gonna just fall right to the planet. So, and now we go to Coruscant. Okay, so we have an incompetent administrator. Uh-oh, the senator is not happy. Oh my god, frickin' administrators. We are not talking anymore about this. I mean, I don't know enough. Oh, okay. Dang. Wow. 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 He is not messing around. Base Jason is laying on the charm. Hmm. Without even thinking about it, huh? It's like, okay, well, what does that say about her? What does that say about him? I guess what does it say about her and what does it say about May? What the hell? Are you kidding me? Come on. Okay, what the hell was that? It's like, I'm trying to fix the damage that I and Basil have done to this module from the ship. I don't know. All right, what's he doing? He's attempting to track her, I guess. Basil, I don't understand what Basil's real function is here. Okay, who was that? Okay. I'm sorry, but prepare my ship is something that Vader has said. Everyone's converging. Okay, so this is the ruins of the Coven headquarters, right? I mean, honestly, I don't think that's a very bright move. Yay, Force Echoes! Woot! Those are so much fun. And they're just walking around the same ruins. Yeah, you know, why not? It's like, okay, oh, great. Where'd he go? Apparently, Space Jason is also Batman. Or maybe he had just been projecting an image of himself walking alongside her. That could happen. Yes, yes, we know. The site of your greatest failure. Okay. Well, talk about near misses. Okay, that's May. You're just giving away your position, dude. Like, come on. And I think this is the room that she trapped Osha in, isn't it? You know, right before she set things on fire. All right, that mech neck training coming into play here. Jesus, dude, come on. Uh, who said that we were ever a team? Okay, don't hit his head. And is he wearing the gauntlets? That's whoa. Okay, all right. That was some crouching tiger, hidden dragon stuff. Okay, that was impressive. Okay. Uh-oh, boomerang saber. Okay. That was impressive. I mean, he could just pull them back. I was going to say, he could just pull them back into play. Is that Osha? Yeah, it's like, can we just talk, please? Just talk. Ooh, admitting your failures. Ooh, she was there. Hmm. It's like, how much of this does she believe? Whoa! Pip spit at her. Again, this is all very true to what I think of both of these characters. And now we're back to this. Jedi Master versus whatever the hell the stranger is. How do you know? Excuse me. My twin sister's Batman too, you know? What? You know what's gonna happen, right? Okay, alright. Nice strategic hit there. Did he get anything other than the lightsaber? Okay, dude just took off the helmet. That's not a good sign for him. Of course. Yeah. Here comes the apprentice, or the acolyte, or whatever you want to call her. Oh, Palpatine. And Luke. Wow. Then you'll have nothing to fear. Okay, yes. Talk more about this. Okay. Come on. Come on, you did it. Answer the question. Oh, that's yeah. Oh, good question. Ooh. Yeah, shut up, dude. Shut up. Mm. Oh no. Ooh. Okay, you can stop choking him. Oh God, the tear. I saw the tear roll down his cheek. Dude, don't kill him. Oh my God. Is he giving her permission to kill him? Oh. You best stay away from her. That includes you, Space Jason. Well, yep. Someone bled the crystal, infused it with their anger, and the crystal went red. Oh man. And here's Vernestra with her cadre of expendable Jedi. Okay. Is he dead or did she just like choke him until he passed out? Somebody is not happy about, well, I mean, hopefully nobody's happy about what's going on. I know I wouldn't be, but she seems to know something no one else does. Like she recognized Space Jason. Excuse me. Oh, okay. Yeah, that it's like what did happen to May after she fell? Oh boy. I assume since they're doing nothing for Soul, then that he's dead. Soul, you noble fool. What did she say? I went this way. I'm sorry, but I just find Basil a little creepy. Like he just he is off-putting to me. Is this where is this where they first met? Okay, that's nice at least. Okay, I didn't think he was going to try to escape. I thought he was going to try to face Vernestra for whatever reason. Wow, they're tag teaming her. Hmm. Wow, like a hunting dog or something. Oh, okay, but this isn't She's not going with the Jedi, though. I'm just saying. Come on, Space Jason, shake on it. Oh. Wow. Yikes. Ouch. Oh, man. Yep, follow the ugly dog. She's like, okay. we, we have you have no idea? Nope, not a one. Dang it, she's telling the truth. Oh boy. Okay. What do we got? I mean, okay. With you so far. Ooh. Oh. Oh, wow. Space Jason did one hell of a memory wipe on her. I mean, we'd known that Space Jason had previously been a Jedi, because one of the other Jedi recognized him. Hmm. Okay, all right. What? Okay. Please tell me there is no post-credit scene. All right. I am not seeing one on the timeline. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it there. Okay, wow. All right. Whew. Oh boy. All right. Let me make a couple of adjustments because now that I don't need to think too much uh, about the orientation, I can reposition things where I want them to be. So, all right. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and look over the chat before I start talking about the show itself. So, let me see. All right, some comments about trouble. Yes. It does get twisted pretty quick. Like, what was going on in that helmet? Why did it suddenly look like why did it look like Osha was suddenly having a seizure? You know? Um, and then why did it resist when Space Jason tried to take her out of it? Was it? I'm sorry. Who was the dude? What was that creepy looking thing? Huh? Uh, okay. Um, Leia Rose, how you doing? All right. Let's see. The Masters were also arrogant, having been at peace for so long. Yeah, that's true. They were very, very full of themselves, and probably thought much higher of their abilities than was actually warranted. So, yeah, I said that too. Han Solo said the "I'll see you in hell" line in Empire. You're right. Basil, you misunderstand. Just like New Hope. Leia says that Rogue One was better than this. I will say that Rogue One was a pretty damn good movie. So yeah, that pesky political corruption. I don't, but was the guy corrupt? I don't know that he was. He was saying a lot of things I agreed with. You know. Now whether or not he had a personal vendetta, we don't know enough about that character to actually know that. So it's just like, okay, all right. So, there he is. That was Plagueis. Okay, wait. Whoa. So that was Darth Plagueis? The little creep in the cavern? That was Darth Plagueis? Um, I'm gonna need you to tell me why that was Plagueis. I need you to elaborate on that because much as I love you, I can't just take one person's word for that. So cracked crystal, bled, yeah. All right. Why did that not happen to Anakin when he went to the dark side as he killed the younglings? Because his crystal probably wasn't cracked. That's what I think, at least. Um, May threw the saber and cracked it open, exposing the crystal. Yeah. Then Osha touched it while overcome with anger. Yeah, that makes a certain amount of sense. I mean, that's at least the suggestion, and it makes sense based on how I'm kind of processing it. So, um, hiding from his former master. Yeah, we still never find out Space Jason's name, do we? Because Khmer is I assume that's an alias. And so he's just basically known as the Stranger. So, all right, Basil seems like a spy. I mean, maybe Sithy show. Sithy show. Okay, I want you to meet someone. I don't understand that. Oh, wait. Are you talking about when they showed Yoda at the tail end of the show? Didn't even say anything. So what do you think Vernestra told him? Like, do you think she went to him and told him the actual story, or do you think she went to him and tried to just affirm all of the lies that she told about Soul? Because I don't know. Um, so it was Plagueis. Look up a picture of Plagueis. Khmer and Osha were waiting for Plagueis to arrive. Really? Okay, so if that's actually Plagueis, I'm just gonna do some speculation here. But if that was actually Plagueis, and Plagueis is actually in this show, if Plagueis was Palpatine's master, then that implies some very bad things for both the Stranger and for Osha, and by extension, May. Especially if they adhere to the rule of two. Because if Plagueis is a Sith, okay, that's fine. But if they adhere to the rule of two, either the Stranger or Osha has got to die eventually. Like that's just kind of all there is to it, you know. Now they've done what they can to get around the rule of two sometimes when it suits them narratively to do so. But just based on the information we have, that does not say good things for either of those two and May. So Master Plagueis, Apprentice Space Jason, Acolyte Osha. Okay, but the thing is, so you can be a Sith apprentice. You can be a Sith acolyte to a Sith apprentice. Is that what we're getting at here? Because like this is like in my brain, it is a rule of two. Okay, that's it. All right. Now you can start training an apprentice if you are an apprentice with the intention that you're going to overtake your master, and then you will become your master, and then the apprentice will still be the apprentice. It'll be a Sith apprentice as opposed to a Sith acolyte, I guess. But I don't know. I don't know. To me, that just it seems like cheating. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I guess even Sith have to think about succession planning. So That's the best I can come up with. So, um, all right, okay. Let's just talk about this episode in general. So there was a lot that happened in terms of political intrigue, in terms of what actually happened, and essentially just there was just a whole bunch of stuff going on. So everything felt a little jumbled at the end. And unfortunately, poor Master Soul, who seemed like a great person, just personally, poor dude just got caught up in it and just got dumped on posthumously and basically scapegoated. Yes, he did a terrible thing, and that is now a matter of record. But then they took that and then just threw him under the bus for all this other stuff, and that was definitely not a noble thing. I understand why Vernestra did it. I understand sort of the political expediency behind it. But really, I mean, Soul made some mistakes, and yeah, I think Soul should have basically, if he thought that what he did was right, then he should have been like, okay, then let's go before the council and just talk about this stuff and make sure that everything is on the up and up. So he did make some mistakes, and you could argue that he paid for them, but man, ooh, they extracted some big interest on those payments. It was his life. It was his legacy. I mean, like there at least is a canon reason that Master Soul is never mentioned in the annals of Great Jedi during any of the movies. Like, yeah, that is just like I get why that's a thing. Um, And yeah, probably at some point, some writer is going to be like, "Oh, we're going to try to do justice for Soul and expose what happened around him and all that stuff." But yeah, this was a tough one to watch. Okay, now you can say what you want about this show. You can think that this is a bad, like you cannot like it. I guess is probably the best way for me to phrase it. You can not like the story. You can not like the actors. You can not like the progression. You can not like as much of it as you want. However, you absolutely cannot say that this is poorly done Star Wars. You cannot say it. Okay, acting is good. The fight choreography was freaking amazing. And I mean, like I felt for a lot of these characters. I certainly felt for Soul. I certainly felt for May and Osha. They both very much lived up to who kind of thought they were going to be based on what I saw of them as children. And overall, we just got a really kind of great story out of this. Do I have some nitpicks? Yeah, I've got some nitpicks. I wish that we had seen Kelnaka. I wish we had seen more of Kelnaka. I wanted to see how Kelnaka died. I was expecting this grand battle between May and a Wookiee Jedi Master, and we never got it, and I feel a bit robbed for that. All right. But in any case, this is a very well done show. This is a very well produced show. I feel like it raises some very interesting questions about the Jedi and their place in politics. I feel like it tells a really good personal story of several different characters. Um, Again, you can dislike the show all you want. You cannot argue that it is a poorly done show, though. You can dislike what they put out, but everything that was done about it was pretty good. I was definitely kind of grabbed by the premise and kind of pulled along pretty I would say compellingly by how things developed. And so Um, really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed the finale, even though I wish that some things had gone differently for certain people. I mean, if I had had my way, all right, if I had had my way, Soul would be alive. Um, and May and Osha would have just said to hell with the Jedi, to hell with the Sith, and they just would have gone off into the sunset by themselves. That would have been my perfect happy ending. Okay. Now I realize I'm not the storyteller, and you don't always get the stories that you want, but I mean, what we got is believable. It was, um, it worked within what we know of the mythology of Star Wars. And, it told an emotional story that I really just found myself kind of, going up and down. And, I was on the roller coaster, man, So it was a fun show and I really enjoyed it. Now normally, well, no, we'll get to that. We'll get to that in a little bit. So, but yeah, overall, I liked it. I really kind of wish we'd seen more about Vernestra. I imagine we probably will. Like, I'm kind of thinking that the intention behind the ending of this show is essentially that they're going to pick up some of these strings and continue Vernestra's story as well as Space Jason's story and see what is going on there and what's going to become of these two, because that people are going to be like, hey, come on, what happened with Space Jason, So I think that I think that this was a good ride. I enjoyed it. And I mean, is it as good as, say, like the first two seasons of The Mandalorian? Not quite. Not quite. I mean, like, it's still good. It's still really good. But I mean, especially those first couple of seasons of The Mandalorian, those were fan frickin' tastic and did a lot of things that I had kind of always been wanting them to do. But we got a good kind of like, here's a segment of the mythology that hasn't been written about yet. Let's live in that environment, and I think it worked out really well. So, anyways, um, I enjoyed this show. Hopefully, you did too. And to those of you who have sorry, to those of you that have kind of hung out and been here with me during these watch alongs, I definitely thank you for kind of sticking it out and just kind of commenting in the streams with me. I do appreciate it very much. Um, anyways, thank you for watching this reaction. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and thwip the like button. It really helps me out and lets other people know that, hey, this guy's making watch along content that other people seem to like. So, if you haven't considered doing so already, please think about subscribing to my subscribe. Did I say that right? Oh my god. If you haven't already, consider subscribing to my channel. You can find my watch-alongs and, when I get to them, the reaction videos in playlists on my channel for each show. What did you think of this episode? What did you like about it? What did you dislike about it? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to have a conversation with you about this show. And I think that's everything. So, thanks again for watching. This is spideylibrarian. And until my next stream or upload, I'll be wishing you a good day. Okay. All right, let's see. Hey, Legacy, how you doing? Let me see. Leave it open for more seasons. Headland said she had lots of ideas and an overall plan. Oh, really? Okay, all right. That's good to know. I'm sure that there are plenty of people that hate that idea, but whatever. Let me see. Just wiped it? What? I don't know. Rip, I'm showing up right at the end. Looks like, well, I mean, I'm done with most of the rest of the stream. I'll be doing another stream in a few minutes here. I'm going to play some more Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, so feel free to show up for that as well. Leia, Spidey really enjoyed it. Yeah, I did. I liked it. So, but oh, you whipped the like button. Thank you. Yeah, no. If you're here and haven't whipped the like button, please do so. Wow, we got 9 likes on this one. That might be the most. That might be the most likes I've gotten on the Acolyte watch along streams. So, anyways, but thank you guys. I appreciate it. All right. Well, I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take about a 10 to 15 minute break, and then we're going to come back and do a brain does not want to speak. We're going to do a let's play. We're going to play more of The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. And so yeah, but it's right about 10:30, so I think this is a good place to go ahead and call the stream for tonight. So thanks again, you guys, for hanging out with me. I really do appreciate it. And again, I think that I think that as long as we continue to kind of show up and really talk about the shows while we're watching them, I'll continue to do more of these watch-alongs for you. So next Tuesday, I would normally be taking a break from Star Wars at this point, because, man, I've been doing at least some Star Wars content ever since the month of May. But KG has very much convinced me, along with several other people who voted for it, that I should be watching Star Wars Andor because I have not seen it. So next Tuesday, we're going to do at least 2 episodes. Now, they will be in 2 separate streams, just so you guys know. So I'll be doing one stream for Andor episode 1, and then I'll be doing another live stream right after that for Andor episode 2, and then we're going to make the playlist that way. So that's what we're going to do. And then on Friday, I'm going to be starting a watch along of season 1 of Genndy Tartakovsky's Primal, which is an animated show about a caveman and a Tyrannosaurus that formed this bond. And that's kind of all I know at the moment. So I'm looking forward to it. A lot of people voted for that one. So hopefully we get a lot of people showing up for it. In any case, I'm going to get going, guys. I'll see you in about 10 to 15 for some Legend of Zelda. And in the meantime, thanks a lot for hanging out with me. This is Spidey Librarian. And until my next stream or upload, I'll be wishing you a good day. Bye.